So today, our source material is something a little different. We're not diving into a complex study or a long article. Instead, we're going to explore a single, really powerful sentence written as a poem by a man named Phil. And believe me, inside this one sentence is a whole story about clearing out not just a physical space, but our mental space too. Let's get into it.
All right, here it is, the whole thing. Let's just sit with Phil's words for a second. Getting rid of clutter in my flat to make me happy and feel better about myself and helping me with my mental health? My support are always proud of me for doing my decluttering. My mom will take my clutter to a charity shop so it can go to a new home. Wow. I mean, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? The entire journey, the motivation, the action, the support, the transformation, it's all right there, packed into one single thought.
So that brings us to our big question for this explainer. What can we really learn from this one sentence? How does it manage to say so much about that deep connection between the space we live in and, well, our state of mind? To figure that out, we're going to have to unpack it, piece by piece.
First things first, let's talk about the why. Every big change, every journey, it always starts with a reason, right? A motivation. And Phil, he makes his reason for starting this whole thing crystal clear from the get-go.
What's so striking here is just how direct this is. This whole effort isn't really about having a tidier apartment. No, the goal is completely internal. It's a quest for happiness, for a better self-image. That tells you right away that the clutter isn't just a physical problem for Phil. It's an emotional one. It's tied directly to how he feels about himself.
This really lays out the stakes of Phil's journey. You can just imagine it. On one side, you have that feeling of being overwhelmed, maybe even suffocated by clutter. And on the other side, you have the goal, the desired state, happy and feeling better. The act of decluttering, well, that's the bridge. That's the path that gets him from one side to the other.
Okay, so we totally get the motivation. Now let's zoom in on the what, the actual physical thing you have to do to make this transformation happen. This right here is the engine of the whole poem, getting rid of. It's such an active, powerful phrase. Think about it, he doesn't say organizing my clutter or hiding my clutter. It is a deliberate, conscious act of removal, of actually letting things go. That choice of words is so important, it signals a real, decisive change is happening.
You know, if you look closely, you can actually pull out a clear process from his words. First, you have to acknowledge the clutter exists in how it's affecting you. Step 2, you have to make the actual decision to let go. And then step 3, you begin the physical work of clearing it out. It sounds simple, but we all know that second step can be the hardest one.
But here's a crucial piece of the story. Phil isn't doing this all on his own, and that's so important. The next layer of this poem shows us just how powerful it is to have people in your corner. Just think about that for a second. How powerful is that statement? It's not just that people are around or even that they're helping. It's that they are proud. That kind of validation, that emotional support, it's like fuel for the journey. Knowing that other people see your effort and they're cheering you on, man, that can make all the difference when you're tackling something tough.
And the support isn't just emotional, which is key. It's also super practical. Phil's mom offering to take the clutter to the charity shop, that's a perfect example. That one simple action removes a huge logistical hurdle. It makes that final step of actually getting the stuff out of the house so much easier to accomplish.
Oh, I just love this part. It completely reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? The journey for these items doesn't just end when they're in a bag by the door. No, they get a new beginning. They're going to a new home. It turns what could feel like an act of loss into an act of generosity. You're not just getting rid of stuff, you're giving it a new life somewhere else.
So we have the motivation, the action, and the support system. And all of these pieces are building towards the poem's final and honestly, most important destination.
And there it is. It all leads back to this. This is the ultimate goal. The desire for happiness, the act of clearing things out, the pride from his support network, it all serves this one higher purpose, improving his mental health. Phil's journey shows us so clearly that clearing our physical space can be a direct path to helping clear our minds.
So, when you boil it all down, what have we really learned from Phil's incredible sentence? Well, for one, that our physical space and our mental state are way more connected than we might think. That the act of letting go can be a really powerful form of self-care. That we don't have to go it alone. In fact, having both emotional and practical support is crucial. And maybe most importantly, that decluttering is so much more than just tidying up. It's a real journey toward feeling better.
And that leaves us with a final thought. Really, a question for you, inspired by Phil's journey. It's a simple one, but it holds a lot of the same power as his poem.
What's something in your own space that you could let go of, not just have a cleaner room, but to truly help clear your mind?